This is your April 10th, 2024 lesson. Swing is starting to look really good. Okay, so let's take a look at the one on the left first. So let's just, this is what we started with. I know you don't like seeing them, but it's an avenue to learning. So so this is, as my Indian friend says, yo sheep moment. Yeah, so we've got progress because we now can look at it and say, that's not exactly what we have in mind. So you don't have to look at it anymore. So this is what we ended up with. So we talked about it and talked about shallowing it out and things like that. So we ended up with this one on the right, which is the new model. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so much better, right? So much better. Yeah, okay. So now, why is it so much better? You know, there's stuff going on, but what we're really working on is a shallowing move, keeping it on plane. That's the foundation of the house. So what we have before we start is we get to the top in about the same position. But see how the club head, I'm playing it forward. See how the club head's moving towards the target, and see how your wrists are. From your perspective, it's the clock is going counterclockwise. Okay, if your hands are the clock. So watch this little angle here, and see how going counterclockwise. Okay, then that's the death move. Now, this is way too steep. Now, you come in, and in this case, and then, sure enough, that left shoulder, see how it just kind of releases high instead of digging in and, almost pointing at the ball for the, at this point, the guy's left shoulder is pointing, somewhere above the ball, somewhere here, and yours is out here in space. So this is the, now, this is what you haven't had before. So this is about as steep as you actually know. You started with vertical. Okay, this is like a couple minutes ago. Now it's close, and then here right at the end, you try to save it. How you see how this angle is getting okay, but it's the hand is move. Now look at the end of the session. Watch your hand motion. So you get it up here at the top. There's no counterclockwise. As a matter of fact, see how they're going clockwise? Yeah. Okay. And hands are dropping down, and the shoulder isn't too. So this is the difference. This is the guidepost. This is fantastic. Okay. So let me give you a copy of this. Cover your eyes on the left picture. Okay. Yeah. But I say this one on the left, neither one of us like it, but you started almost that vertical. Okay. So this is really okay. So then once it's here, see, reality, you're not gonna ball, because as a good players, the club gets stuck inside. As you know, the hands are high, should be kind of slightly inside. Whoops, that line. this angle, this perspective, face on, a lot of good things going on here. And you've never had this action before, so here's some great progress also. So, grip looks fine. See how the V's are going in between your right deltoid and your ear, right ear. And as you move back, this is good, kind of a late set. That right arm, we want it straight at this point, but this is better than it's ever been. And then you're making this turn, and you're allowing that shoulder to get under your eye, left eye, and the big advantage there is you get a pretty good shoulder tilt, but what's making it is you've rotated your head nicely. So this is the top position. Okay, this is quite good. See how that left calf is got this angle, that the left knee is pointed behind the ball. You haven't swayed. If you swayed, your hip would be kind of out here and stuff like that. So that part is good. The left arm, should be ramrod straight, but you can play with this. It's not causing a great trauma. This is an excellent top position. Okay, so then as you come down, okay, so we're, we got the hips moving. Okay, so watch that left knee calf. That left calf gets vertical at this point, which is a good move. So you've got a good weight shift. See that weight shift? Boom. It's really good. Now, and we haven't covered any of this. This you just kind of pick this up by osmosis, and I think a lot of it has to do with the club is on plane. So now you can have a proper weight shift and rotation. So then, as you get in here, this is where it kind of blows apart. So you lose the lag, and that great weight shift, at impact, we want the belt buckle right here at that yellow cross, okay? And then you kind of flip at it, but then you turn and so what the only error here is see how your head spins back, so that limits the weight shift, the proper weight shift. But see, this is really good here. See, and see, at this point on the follow through, the belt buckle is now where it should be, but should have been there close to impact. But see this position. You've never been in this position. This is really good. Up on your toe. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This is really good. See how you're turning your hips through? They're a little late, but at this point we don't care. I only have 30 seconds. So the only thing I see wrong here is see how your hands go from that here. It goes from this yellow circle to here. You lose your connection, and you have to work really hard to get adequate depth. It causes a lot of commotion and things like that, and the move away is actually quite simple. If you just rotate your shoulders and don't do any independent movement of the hands or arms, the butt of the club